Welcome, I'll be reacting to Black Sails, Season 3, Episode 4. This is not a market substitute, support the original. Ooh, this is so pretty. Yeah, it will take quite a while to get the ship repaired, reprovisioned. Might as well hang out for a bit. Oh, and he's properly cleaning it now. Finally.
Isn't the opening move in that attack the introduction of a universal pardon?
You've been putting this together all this time and never saying anything to me about it? It's likely over already.
Hello there. Alright, let's not be hasty. This is their island.
For whatever reason, when you and I speak with one voice, we seem to be able to compel them to any end.
That is true. Alright, well, clearly they're friendly because their opening move was to introduce themselves and not just shoot. So maybe we can resolve this peacefully. They really should invite her to these meetings because clearly she actually knows what she's doing.
In this moment, I think it's fair to say I wouldn't trade you for any 10 of them.
At least he's finally seeing her worth.
A senior counselor, serving without portfolio.
Hand of the king.
At the moment, I believe you represent the best candidate for it.
Won't the promising sons resent my presence in such a senior capacity?
Not in that dress.
Open it.
Jack!
We'll be besieged.
Uh-oh.
The men have cast their lots. They are resolved that you convince Captain Vane to depart the fort.
Oh, no, there's always one. I remember hearing one time on Angel Island, somebody grabbed one of the ranger vehicles, and it's like, I'm sorry, you just stole a car on an island, and not even a very big one. Like, some people just don't think these things through. So far, they haven't hurt anyone. I mean, that was an accident. He fell in a hunting trap. Wow. That is gorgeous. No wonder they don't want anyone visiting. They just want to be left in peace, I think. Is she in charge?
Flint.
She's heard that name.
Which one is your quartermaster? Then I speak with you. How did you find this place?
Now that is interesting. She went straight to the quartermaster. I like the way she thinks. He would be the direct line to the men.
Who else knows where to find you?
No one. We're alone. I give you my word.
Would you wager the lives of all those in your care on the word of a pirate?
Probably not. Yeah, they can't risk being found.
Where are they taking him?
For those that survive the first purge, it'll be hard labor. My name is Ben Gunn.
Ben Gunn, I think, right? From the book. Interesting way to introduce his character.
That sooner or later, death awaits any man who lays eyes on this place. And that before it arrives, she is determined to make you fear it.
We need to get out of here. Rapidly.
What a great line. We need to get out of here. Rapidly.
Fuse is lit. In a few minutes, that wall is going to be a lot shorter. It's not going to be easy. The whole island is seeking that bounty.
My escape.
Are we gonna get the fire ships? Please, please?
You'll take the pardon, I presume. Who knows? I hadn't got that far yet. But wherever we land, Anne and I will be taken care of. You set aside some of the gold.
How much?
Quit fucking around. Put him out.
I like that they're parting on good terms.
Fuck you, Jack.
Now we're back to the old self. But that was an affectionate one.
What about the other one? I think they want us to think they're all of one mind here. But in a place like this, how can that be?
It's wonderful that on this show, they're bringing out that John Silver's main strategy is finding someone that he can talk to, because he can be very charming and persuasive. We saw that in Treasure Island. He knows what his strengths are, and he's like, if I can find a sympathetic ear, maybe I can talk us out of this. It's okay, he'll be fine. I like how most people are just in the background getting popcorn. Blackbeard. He probably saw the explosion and figured he was headed to the beach.
Good to see you, friend.
Oh, this is the pardons line. Nice.
We're working on something, though, to even the odds a bit.
Fire ship?
They all died. So why aren't we entertaining this?
Mm-hmm.
Keeps his mind off the fact that there might not be a better plan.
Miranda?
What I do, it leads to the same outcome.
Less frightening knowing I await you on the other side.
Yeah. Are we going to lose him at the end of this season? I feel like we are.
What if I were to stay?
To accomplishing something that would have written our names into history. There's no piece of the world for sale that can replace that.
I don't know, I'd rather just be kind of comfortable than make a name for myself. Jack is so interested in having people remember him that sometimes he forgets to live in the moment.
They have suffered cruelties you cannot possibly imagine.
Your men are filled with anger towards England, as are mine. But my captain wants England to see that anger and make them fear it. Your mother would prefer your men fear England.
But I would turn on anyone at any time, no matter how close they were to me.
Which is true. Yes! I'm so excited. There it is. It hasn't caught fire yet, though.
Break our line over the approach of a schooner.
Yes.
While there's still
You
time,
need to run.
cut the goddamn cables.
Oh, he's smart. Here we go. Yes.
Bloody hell. Cut the anchor cables! Get us underway!
I'm so glad they put this in. Yes.
You're aiming too high! Forget the rigging! Aim at his hull!
I mean, ultimately, it was really clever of them to choose a governor who kind of knew what he was doing. I mean, he is a former privateer. Somebody probably just read his book. I like that they were bringing out how competent Governor Rogers is right here. He's not just some administrator they sent in. He's a tactician. Ooh. Oh. This is pretty close to what actually happened.
But what you intend to do tomorrow toward that end, I think it is a grave mistake. And I'm asking you once more to please reconsider.
They must be eliminated.
Why not consult Father?
Mr. Scott! I bet it's Scott! No way!
You know where you are going. Once you reach the camp, my wife will see you are taken care of. Thank you.
Who's there?
Oh no.
Now! Look, follow!
No! Scott. Wow. So, Scott is basically running an underground island railroad to a secret haven. That makes so much sense. I totally get where his wife is coming from. As she pointed out, any of those pirates might sell them out for a little bit of gold. They don't care. Some of them do, but I would say the majority, I wouldn't trust them. I too would do anything to make sure that all the children were safe and never had to go through what she went through. So, as desperate as the situation is, I get it. I don't know what else she could do. So that storyline was really intriguing. And we got to meet another Treasure Island character. That and Flint kind of giving up and seeing Miranda and going on about, well, she's waiting for me on the other side. Maybe I should just let it happen. I think we're in a downward slope towards what happened to Flint in the book. I always wondered, how would he go from this incredibly confident captain that we saw in the first few seasons to his ultimate end? I think we're seeing it unravel right here. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have basically a fairly accurate, at least took a great deal of inspiration from, arrival of Governor Rogers and the escape of Captain Vane via the fireship. I've been looking forward to that scene since Governor Rogers was first introduced, to be honest. I just didn't want to talk about it too much because I know some people watch along with reactors, and I try to avoid too many history spoilers. Sometimes it leaks out. So this is pretty cool. I've read about it, but Vane was just kind of a name on paper. Now that I've seen several seasons of this show, and he's basically my favorite character, it's much more exciting. He's a living, breathing person, as it were. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is I know how his story ends, unfortunately. Yeah. Honestly, I kind of hope the show stops before that happens because I don't think I could watch it. They're probably going to do it to us. I know they will, but I just... I would say this episode impressed me the most in how they're weaving together the entirely fictional pirate world with what actually happened into this really interesting, I don't know what. I just love it.